Hey everybody, welcome once again to the video page for BloodTypeOnline.com here on YouTube. The first video that we did the other day I felt went decent considering it's my first one, but today's going to be the first review that I have for you guys. This isn't really something I want to do on a regular basis, but I'm going to do it for movies that I think people are going to want to look out for. And I recently saw a movie that I thought people would be very interested in. Considering that this year so far seems to be the year of the slasher film. And recently I had received a DVD in the mail from Anchor Bay, and it happened to be a slasher film. And it was one that I was kind of looking forward to, wasn't real sure how it was going to be. But after watching it, I have to say that it was a pretty good movie. And I have the DVD right here. This is the unrated, yeah, I guess it's YouTube, so I don't have to be that professional. But unrated director's cut of a film by director Robert Hall, who made a film in 2004 called Lightning Bug, and this is Laid to Rest. I first got notice of this movie by watching, I believe it was His Name is Jason. It's a 2-disc documentary that Anchor Bay just put out, and this was actually one of the previews on it. And I thought it looked pretty good. I wanted to see the movie, but to be honest with you, a lot of times when I see previews of newer movies, especially slasher films, they tend to show you the best parts. The movie's really not that impressive when you actually check it out. But after seeing the trailer, I really wanted to see this movie. So I remember actually requesting it from Anchor Bay, and I got a copy in. And when I watched it, I was kind of skeptical. I didn't know what to expect, like I said before. But this one's actually pretty good. The one thing that this movie does, I think, better than the majority of the slasher films that are coming out right now, is this thing goes completely nuts with the gore. And I loved it. I thought that was cool. This movie has some great special effects in it. But another thing that this movie, I think, is going to really make its mark at is because it features one of our favorite things as horror fans, a brand new cool killer, so to speak, for the slasher film. That killer is Chrome Skull. It's a guy who basically has this mask on, if you will, over his face, and carries 2 knives like this, which in the movie he does considerable damage with. But basically the story of the movie is like this. You start off with a young lady who apparently sustained a pretty horrible head injury at the hands of Chrome Skull, and she literally can't remember who she is, where she's at, what she's doing. And but through the course of the movie, she figures out that she was kidnapped by a serial killer, and she's trying to get away. And she runs away, gets away for a little bit, finds a couple in the middle of the woods, which the husband is played by Kevin Gage, who folks might remember from Strangeland or from the Friday 13th, The Last House on the Left ripoff. That's horrible, Chaos. Also, there's some other actors in here too. His wife is played in the movie by Lena Headey, who I recognized from the Terminator TV series. But Kevin Gage actually gives a pretty good performance in this movie. And the thing that's awesome about this killer is he's completely relentless. And even more so than other killers, he's relentless in the fact that he uses some primo technology. This guy has cameras, he has everything that basically all of us tech nerds have, but he uses it to kill people. Now, the thing is that the reason why this right here resonated with me so much is because going to the theater recently, I saw the My Bloody Valentine 3D remake, and I saw Friday the 13th, and although My Bloody Valentine did have some gore in it, the Friday the 13th was really lackluster in that department, I felt. And it was something I was kind of not expecting, considering the comparison of the MPAA now to then. I figured that Friday the 13th would have actually went as far as it wanted to, but actually it really didn't, and the gore was lacking in that film severely. This movie right here proves a point that I make all the time. When I'm talking with people about slasher movies, I said it only has to hit on certain points, and it'll be a decent movie. I mean, I think we're past the point now where you're never going to see another Halloween or Friday the 13th. There's never going to be that revolutionary kind of slasher film. But it doesn't mean that there can't be good ones. But here's the marks that these films have to hit on for me to be successful. show boobs. Can't lose with that. The violence needs to be amped up to a certain level with cool effects and gags and stuff like that. And the killer needs to be cool. You hit on those three, it's pretty hard to make a bad movie, although it's been done. This movie, Laid to Rest, actually hits on all three of those very well. And the story's pretty cool too. It's not the most, complicated plot or anything like that. It's basically simple enough to create a structure, and the killer's cool enough to keep you entertained. The kills are great. But it honestly, this movie, the cool thing about this movie too, is it actually brought me back to a place where I was really excited. When I'm watching the movie, there's some kills in this movie that literally will have you standing up and applauding. That's how good some of them are. I give the film a lot of credit due to the fact that it's balls out nature. It just doesn't care. It's trying to make a slasher film that's just like the slasher films that most of us hardcore fans want to see. But on top of that, too, the film isn't trying to rip off A Million and One Things. It is trying to do something new with the killer. Also, too, there's another shot right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can, of the killer. But the reason why I'm talking about this, it comes out April 21st on DVD from Anchor Bay. I think it's a DVD that a lot of fans are going to want to check out. And I know that there's a lot of people like me that were probably kind of on the fence about it. They might have seen the trailer or something and they weren't real sure about it. Trust me, it's worth picking up. Buy a copy of it, rent a copy of it, whatever you got to do, but it is worth seeing, believe me. And this is a movie that slasher fans are definitely going to want to see. So check this out. It's from director Robert Hall. It's called Laid to Rest. It'll be on DVD April 21st from Anchor Bay. Also, the DVD, just to let you know, comes with audio commentary from Bobby Sue Luther, who's one of the stars of the film, and from Robert Hall himself, the director. It has a making of Laid to Rest featurette, as well as the special effects of Laid to Rest. It also includes deleted scenes, bloopers, and a trailer. So it's a pretty stacked up, nice little disc. And I'm sure you could probably get this one for a reasonable price anywhere. So check this out, April 21st from Anchor Bay. So it's a great little film. Highly recommend it. Also, fans of Blood Type Online who read the written reviews, I'll have a written review done for this one by April 21st. But I wanted to give you guys the heads up here on YouTube and on our video channel about this one. So definitely check it out. Laid to Rest, folks. So once again, this is our first video review. Hope you guys enjoy it. Expect a lot more videos to be coming this upcoming weekend. Going to be going to the Cinema Wasteland Convention, so I might have some interesting stuff for you guys there as well. So keep checking us out right here on the Blood Type YouTube channel, and keep checking us out at bloodtypeonline.com. Send all your feedback right here on the page, or you can email it to me at bloodtypeonline@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Go watch some movies.